After the United States won independence, the new nation faced many challenges. One of the biggest problems was the Articles of Confederation, the first form of government for the United States. The national government had no power to tax, making it hard to raise money. Each state had its own rules, complicating unified policies. The Articles gave too much power to the states, leading to conflicts and weak national leadership. Trade suffered, and the economy was weak. Events like Shays' Rebellion highlighted the need for change. By 1787, it was clear the Articles were not working. Leaders from different states decided to meet to discuss possible changes. They knew they needed a new plan to create a better government. This meeting would become known as the Constitutional Convention. In May 1787, 55 delegates from 12 states gathered in Philadelphia at Independence Hall. This meeting became known as the Constitutional Convention. The delegates wanted to fix the problems with the Articles of Confederation, but soon realized they needed a new government structure. Key figures included George Washington, James Madison, and Benjamin Franklin. Washington led the convention, giving it importance and respect. Madison's Virginia plan proposed a strong national government with 3 branches. Franklin, the oldest delegate, provided wisdom and kept discussions on track. The delegates worked hard during the hot summer, debating many issues. Despite disagreements, they were determined to create a new constitution. Their efforts aimed to establish a strong but fair government. One major debate was about representation. Large states wanted representation based on population, while small states wanted equal representation. The Great Compromise created a 2-house legislature, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Another big issue was slavery. Southern states wanted to count slaves for more representatives. Northern states disagreed. The 3/5 Compromise decided that 3 out of every 5 slaves would be counted. The delegates also debated how to balance power in the new government. They decided on 3 branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. This separation of powers was designed to prevent any one branch from becoming too powerful. The delegates knew they had to make compromises to create a constitution that all states would accept. In the end, they produced a document they believed would create a strong and fair government. The new constitution included principles like federalism and checks and balances. Federalism divides power between the national and state governments. This division balances the needs of the whole country with individual states. Checks and balances ensure each branch of government has some control over the others. For example, Congress makes laws, but the president can veto them, and courts can declare laws unconstitutional. The framers included a Bill of Rights to protect individual freedoms. These first 10 amendments guarantee rights like freedom of speech and the right to a fair trial. Federalism and checks and balances have helped maintain a stable and fair government. These principles ensure power is shared and citizens' rights are protected. The U.S. Constitution has had a lasting impact on the country. It created a strong and flexible framework for the government. The Constitution has been amended 27 times to address changing needs. This flexibility has allowed it to remain relevant for over 200 years. One of the most important impacts is the protection of individual rights. The Bill of Rights guarantees essential freedoms like speech, religion, and the press. The Constitution set a precedent for democratic governance, inspiring many other countries. It established a system where leaders are elected by the people and are accountable to them. The U.S. Constitution is a living document that continues to guide the country. Its principles and ideals are still relevant today and shape American society and government. Today, the U.S. Constitution remains the foundation of American government. It provides the structure for how the government operates and outlines citizens' rights. The Constitution is used to interpret laws and make decisions about important issues. The principles of federalism and checks and balances are still crucial. They help ensure power is not concentrated in one part of the government. This system allows for collaboration and compromise in a diverse society. The Constitution continues to protect individual rights like freedom of speech and privacy. The courts use the Constitution to make decisions about these issues. The U.S. Constitution is a remarkable document that still guides the country today. Its principles of democracy, federalism, and individual rights have had a lasting impact.